one of the most popular fighters on this roster, top to bottom. The former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, made the UFC debut, how about May 10th, 2002, at UFC 37 against Aaron Rodgers.
And right away, you had his coaches saying, this kid's gonna be a future UFC champion. He had all the ability, he had the wrestling chops, he had the striking, but he also had that meanness and that toughness that you look for in a fighter. And when he got back to the UFC after he left Strikeforce, the knockout of Josh Koscheck, and then the head kick of Bobby Volker, you knew you were looking at a different Robbie Lawler.
His fight against Rory McDonald, UFC 189, July of 2015, one of the best, most memorable fights in UFC history. Lawler looking to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. Robbie Lawler has graced the octagon. Ruthless Robbie Lawler is ready to go. Well, you can argue he's one of the best boxers in the UFC, even though he fancies himself a well-rounded mixed martial artist, but always changing up the location of his strikes, the tempo. This guy is a well-versed, world-class striker.
Yeah, he's a world-class striker, and we always have a lot of fun on our shows about the best boxer in the UFC. Start talking Holloway, Masvidal, Blachowicz. This guy is along the lines of that in regards to how he implements that skill inside the octagon. He goes out there, fights behind a beautiful jab, and he sets everything up perfectly with the hands, and that is why we see him securing so many knockouts inside the UFC's octagon.
Yeah, had a lot of knockouts as an amateur, not just in MMA, but in boxing as well, and just wearing those tiny 4-ounce gloves here tonight, we'll see if he can add to that total. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Superboy,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here's the near 40-fight veteran, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. You know about the power, you know about the hand speed, but don't sleep on the takedown defense. This is a very difficult guy to get to the canvas, and more often than not, that is the approach of Lawler's opponents. We'll see how it goes here early. That can't feel good. Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through.
Come on, man. I need more punches. Let's go.
Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
Ruthless Robbie Lawler. DC, if looks could kill, man, I'm still focused on just how intimidated I was when he stared into the camera a moment ago during Buffer's introductions. This dude has taken lesser fighters out of the game just by staring across the cage at him. both sides in that exchange. Overhand attempt, now it's blocked by Robbie Lawler. Oh, pinpoint jab to the head on the counter for him. And again, he's the longer fighter. It's going to be easier for him to counter than his opponent. Front kick to the body is there. Nice work by Choi. Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. Might as well use it. Nice hook there by Lawler. Oh, as good a counter striker as there is in the game. Straight right is good. Looked like he was in range for the counter. He's been trying to set that up. Unable to land there.
Oh!
Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick? Just over 2 minutes now to go. All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Oh, nice jab by Lawler. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Oh, beautiful counter. Defensively responsible, nice block.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie, locked in tight. And now some separation.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Oh, nice elbow.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by the Korean Superboy. Oh, just missed on the overhand right. Big shots being landed on both sides here. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Oh, nice job by Robbie Lawler, training now at Hard Knocks 365. Henry Hooft has tried to simplify his striking a little bit. Tommy Barzini on the wrestling side. Don't close the book on Lawler making another run to championship contention. 20 seconds now remain in the round. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job. He's trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Great round, great round. Have a seat. Listen, listen. That was a great round. You don't want to know why? Because you're in shape. You're the one that's moving. You're the one that's driving this fight. Look at it.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready? You ready? Good.
All right, round 2. All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You got to think at some point the opposition is going to lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage putting on his opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish.
Now he counters with a right hook to the head.
Oh, nice right hand.
Come on, man. Work that jab.
Nice uppercut.
Keep your hands up for me. Come on now. Let's recompose.
Oh, big punch lands.
Pick it up.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good straight punch there by the Korean Super Bowl.
Oh, inside kick. That punch didn't get through. Great defensive skills on display.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Well, missed on that one. Good kick to the body. Trying to kick the leg out. Missed with that attempt. Oh, beautiful right hook counter. They're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing.
Nice punch to the head. He's throwing these punches in combinations, really dictate the pace for the opponent. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by the Korean Super Bowl. Lawler's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side.
Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Went for the inside leg kick. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Good punch lands.
Fighters separate from the clinch. Nice job by Lawler with the low kick, mixing it up pretty well on the feet tonight.
As he's gotten longer in his fight career, you've seen him do that. You've seen him go away from just trying to land the right hand all the time and really lean on a full array of strikes. And right now, that leg kick is one of those things that he relies more heavily on in his career.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there, just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
Just misses with the left hook.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Lawler's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut perhaps there on the bridge. Nice 1-2 there. Less than a minute now to go in round two. Oh, beautifully timed with the Superman punch.
Gets to the single collar tie.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Gotta be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Just misses with that one. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. What a fight so far. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway, and if you look at these two guys in between rounds, it looks like they've barely broken a sweat, both with good resting heart rates, stamina still very high. And you just have to laud the efforts of these guys in training. Both men certainly noted cardio specialists, but incredible that they would have this much in the tank after 10+ minutes of fighting. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Counters now, left hook to the head lands. Just out of range with that right hook. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Lawler's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Nice uppercut.
I need you to pay attention. Protect yourself.
Hook to the head lands flush there by Robbie Lawler. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Got to be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you got to like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round.
Great defense. That punch had no chance.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Good work, guys.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Choi's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Under 2 minutes to go.
Give me a double leg. Give me a double leg.
Nice jab.
Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Oh, another bruising shot right to the body. I wouldn't think you want to take too many more of those.
No, John, you got to defend. You got to address a tactic that has worked this many times this early in a fight. You cannot allow it to continue to build, because once that momentum gets going, you will have no way of stopping it.
And I don't have a lot of muscle over there, so I don't think I could take too many of these if I was in.
Well, you need that body like mine if you want to get hit down there. You can't be too skinny.
All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the in swell to try to deal with the swelling, because this guy is getting pieced up. Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Under 20 seconds now to go. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Final seconds. Choi's now dealing with a cheek cut. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
All right, take a seat. Get some water. Listen, that was an awesome round. You owned that round completely. I I need you to fight smart, though. Don't get suckered into a slide.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back-and-forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Oh, good job defensively there to block the strike by the Korean Superboy. Try to establish that jab. Pretty good job staying patient as he lands the counter strike there. Strong work by Choi. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney, always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter. Oh, he got that foe to the target very quickly.
Quick jab. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Nice crack there. Oh, huge Superman punch. Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, right hook attempt, no good. All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, champ.
The swelling started to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Lawler. Oh, nice job to block that punch. Tags him with that uppercut. It's hard to think about a fight in his career in which he has absorbed this amount of damage. His face is essentially shut.
Unrecognizable. He's unrecognizable. That is as close to the term that I can say. This guy does not look like the guy that walked into the octagon early. He made a lot of mistakes early, and they're ultimately costing him right now as we've gotten longer in the fight.
90 seconds to go now. Nice punch by Lawler. Kick to the body now. That one won't land. Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
Beautiful combination there by Choi. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Looks like someone took a red Sharpie to his side. A lot of bruising courtesy of those body strikes.
Big kicks, big punches. He's doing everything he told us he intended to do to slow this guy down. And you can see his opponent starting to really be labored in most of his movements.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
He's got good leg kicks. There it is. Both fighters throwing heat now. Lawler gets caught with that punch. Final seconds of round 4. Lawler's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. Man, this fight has been pretty wild. A lot of high-octane output on both sides, and candidly, neither fighter looking too good here.
It's the output. I mean, both of these guys have got their foot on the gas from the start of the fight. They've worked really, really hard to get to where they are right now. They're both going to have to rely on the toughness to drag them through the very difficult moments.
All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round forthcoming. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. What corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds?
All right, well, that blow is fauceting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
So I'm going to hit you, and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's going to continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
Throws that deep, and it lands. Vision is compromised, there's no doubt. Hook to the head there by Lawler. Just misses with the jab there. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Lawler's really bleeding heavily now. That cut is only getting worse by the minute. Well, he put so much stock into this fight, and now we're late in the game, and if he doesn't get a finish, this opportunity goes by the board.
I mean, it's almost over. Right now, he's got to start throwing everything he can find at his opponent and hope that he can force a mistake and overwhelm his opponent to try to get a finish.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Oh, rips the body shot there. Twists on the elbow. Oh, good power with a short shot to the head in the clinch.
Oh, nice kick.
So his face would have to be classified as a mess. Cut on his cheek, and it's only getting worse.
Hands up! Hands up!
Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight.
Nice little short uppercut there.
No more simple punches! Give me punches and punches!
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
Let's go! You can do this! Keep going!
Unable to land the head kick there. That punch no good.
Secure that takedown and win the round.
Nice straight right lands. Right hook to the head blocked. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Well, he's not leaking information. He is leaking blood, and a lot of it as his opponent continues to realize success.
I mean, he's finding so much success striking in that area of the face. His eye is so damaged. The blood is pouring everywhere. This has become very, very dangerous for him.
Throwing that jab, no good.
Good right hand from the top.
30 seconds now to go in the fight. Choi's cheek is just pouring blood all over his face, all over the canvas. That
cannot take too many of those.
final 10 seconds of the fight. Gets the single collar tie now. Back and forth action right until the final horn. That one's going to hold up in the Fight of the Year conversation. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a majority draw.
All right, champ, the finish does not materialize for either fighter here tonight. Both fought well, and both have to settle for a draw.
Yeah, you know, sometimes no one separates themselves, and that's what you get. You get a draw. Can't be disappointed. The fighters are. But me as a broadcaster, as someone sitting next to the octagon, as a fan, I don't feel that empty knowing that both guys are kind of go away with no loss.